Before you take your first bite of breakfast tomorrow morning, I want you to ask yourself one question. Is this food helping my blood sugar or quietly pushing it higher? Because many people over 60 are eating foods they believe are healthy, yet their blood sugar levels continue to rise. And the most surprising part is this: it is not always the obvious sweets causing the biggest problems. Sometimes it is the everyday foods sitting in your kitchen right now, the bread you eat every morning, the portion sizes you never thought twice about, the drinks you assume are harmless, the meals you have eaten for decades because nobody ever explained how they affect your body after 60. For many seniors, blood sugar problems do not appear overnight. They develop slowly. A little more tiredness after meals, a little more difficulty losing weight, feeling unusually hungry again soon after eating, waking up during the night, feeling your energy disappear in the afternoon. Many people simply say, that is just getting older. But sometimes your body is sending you a message that deserves attention. By the end of this video, you will understand which foods may support healthier blood sugar levels, why some common healthy choices may surprise you, the mistakes many older adults make with their meals, and the simple eating habits that can help you protect your energy, independence, and long-term health. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sophia Adams, and welcome back to the channel. Here we take the health concerns many older adults are told to simply live with and explain what may really be happening inside the body using clear science, real-life examples, and practical steps you can use in everyday life. Today, we are talking about one of the most important areas of senior health, blood sugar control, and the foods that may help your body handle glucose more effectively. Let me tell you about someone I'll call Margaret. Margaret was 71 years old when she started noticing changes she could not explain. She had always considered herself fairly healthy. She cooked most of her meals at home. She did not eat many desserts. She rarely drank soda. But over several years, Margaret noticed something changing. After meals, especially breakfast and dinner, she felt extremely tired. She began needing afternoon naps. She gained weight around her stomach even though she felt she was eating less. At night, she sometimes woke up feeling thirsty. She became worried because her mother had struggled with diabetes, and Margaret wondered if the same thing was happening to her. She tried cutting out all carbohydrates completely. She skipped meals. She bought expensive diabetic-friendly snacks. But nothing seemed to give her the control she wanted, and the hardest part was the emotional side. Margaret felt frustrated. She felt like her body was working against her. She worried about losing her independence. She worried that one day she might need help with simple daily activities because of a condition she could not control. But here is the important detail. Margaret's problem was not simply that she was eating bad foods. The real issue was something much deeper, and understanding this changed the way she looked at food. Before I tell you what was really happening to Margaret, I want you to think about your own situation. When do you notice your blood sugar problems the most? After breakfast, after dinner, or during the night? If you are comfortable, write your answer in the comments. Your experience may help another senior realize they are not alone. Now, let's clear up one of the biggest misunderstandings about blood sugar. Many seniors believe, once I have high blood sugar, there is nothing I can do except take medication. Others believe, I only need to avoid candy and desserts. But the truth is more complicated. Sugar from sweets is only one part of the story. Your body responds to the entire meal, the amount of carbohydrates, the amount of fiber, the protein you eat with that food, the healthy fats included, your activity level, your sleep, your stress. All of these factors can influence how your body handles glucose. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, managing diabetes and blood glucose involves a combination of healthy eating, physical activity, monitoring, and working with healthcare professionals. Food is not a magic switch. One meal will not suddenly fix years of blood sugar problems, but your daily food choices can make a meaningful difference over time. And this is where many people miss an important point. Your body's response to food changes as you age. As we get older, many people naturally lose muscle mass. Muscle is one of the biggest places where your body stores glucose and uses energy. Think of your muscles like a storage room. When you have healthy, active muscle, your body has more space to move glucose out of your bloodstream. But when muscle decreases, blood sugar may remain elevated for longer after meals. This is why food choices and maintaining strength become so important after 60. The first group of foods I want every senior to pay attention to is non-starchy vegetables. These include leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, green beans, peppers, cucumbers, zucchini. These foods are powerful because they provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and volume without causing the same rapid rise in blood sugar that many refined carbohydrate foods can cause. Fiber acts almost like a natural speed controller. Imagine pouring water through a narrow pipe instead of a wide open pipe. The process happens more gradually. Fiber can slow digestion and help your body handle glucose more steadily. Research and recommendations from organizations such as the American Diabetes Association highlight the importance of eating patterns rich in vegetables, fiber containing foods, and nutrient dense choices for diabetes management. But remember something important. Healthy does not mean unlimited. A large bowl of vegetables covered with high sugar sauces or excessive processed toppings can change the overall effect of a meal. The goal is balance. Vegetables should become the foundation of your plate, not a small decoration sitting beside a large portion of refined carbohydrates. The second food group many seniors overlook is protein. Protein becomes especially important as we age because it supports muscle maintenance. And protecting muscle is not only about strength, it is also connected to balance, mobility, independence, and how your body manages energy. Good protein choices may include eggs, fish, chicken, turkey, Greek yogurt without added sugar, beans and lentils, tofu. Protein can also help meals feel more satisfying. Many seniors tell me, I eat breakfast, but I am hungry again an hour later. Sometimes the missing piece is enough protein. A breakfast that is mostly toast, cereal, or juice may raise blood sugar quickly and leave you feeling tired afterwards. A more balanced breakfast that includes protein, fiber, and healthy fats may help your body respond differently. According to Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, combining carbohydrates with protein, fiber, and healthy fats can influence how quickly glucose enters the bloodstream. But before making major changes to your diet, especially if you take diabetes medication or insulin, always discuss changes with your healthcare provider because food and medication work together, and changing one without considering the other can sometimes create problems. The third group many seniors overlook is high-fiber carbohydrates. Now, I want to address something that causes a lot of confusion among older adults. Many people hear the word carbohydrates and immediately think carbohydrates are bad for my blood sugar. But that is not the complete picture. Your body needs carbohydrates. Your brain uses glucose for energy. Your muscles use glucose during movement. The important question is not simply, am I eating carbohydrates? The better question is, what type of carbohydrates am I eating and what am I eating with them? There is a big difference between a highly processed carbohydrate and a fiber-rich carbohydrate. For example, a sugary breakfast cereal and a bowl of oats may both contain carbohydrates, but they can affect your body very differently. A white bread sandwich and a meal containing beans, vegetables, and whole grains may create very different responses. High-fiber carbohydrate choices may include oats, beans, lentils, chickpeas, sweet potatoes, quinoa, certain whole grains. Fiber is important because it can slow digestion and help prevent sharp rises in blood glucose. According to the National Institutes of Health, dietary fiber is associated with better metabolic health and may support improved blood glucose regulation. But portion size still matters. A food can be healthy and still raise blood sugar if the portion is much larger than your body needs. The goal is not fear. The goal is understanding. Food should not become something you are afraid of. It should become something you learn to use wisely. The fourth group many seniors overlook is healthy fats. For years, many people were told that all fat was harmful, but modern nutrition science has helped us understand that the type of fat matters. Healthy fats can help meals feel more satisfying and can be part of a balanced eating pattern. Examples include avocado, nuts, seeds, extra virgin olive oil, fatty fish such as salmon and sardines. These foods provide important nutrients that support overall health. The American Heart Association recommends choosing healthier unsaturated fats instead of saturated fats and limiting foods that may negatively affect heart health. And remember, blood sugar health and heart health are closely connected. Many older adults are not only trying to manage glucose levels, they are also protecting their circulation, blood vessels, and independence. A meal that supports your blood sugar often supports many other parts of your health too. The fifth category is something researchers continue learning more about every year: your gut health. Inside your digestive system live trillions of microorganisms that interact with your body. This community is sometimes called the gut microbiome. Research suggests that the gut microbiome may play a role in metabolism, inflammation, and how the body processes nutrients. Foods that support a healthier gut environment include vegetables, beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, fermented foods such as plain yogurt with live cultures. Think of your gut like a garden. What you regularly feed it influences what grows there. A diet built mostly around processed foods may not provide the same support as a diet rich in plants and fiber. Now, before we continue, I want to remind you of something important. If this information is already helping you understand your body more clearly, please tap the like button. It helps YouTube share this information with more seniors and families who may be quietly struggling with blood sugar concerns. And if you have noticed changes in your blood sugar, your energy, or your appetite, share your experience in the comments. I read those comments because they help guide future videos about the health concerns that matter most to older adults. Now, let's talk about something just as important as what to eat. What foods should seniors be more careful with? Because sometimes improving blood sugar is not only about adding better foods. Sometimes it is about recognizing the habits that may be working against you. The first mistake I see many seniors make is starting the day with a breakfast that is mostly refined carbohydrates. A common example is white toast, jam, sweet cereal, fruit juice, a pastry, coffee with added sugar. The problem is not that one meal automatically causes harm. The concern is that eating this pattern every day may repeatedly create large blood sugar rises without enough protein or fiber to slow the process. A better approach may be creating a more balanced plate. For example, eggs with vegetables, plain Greek yogurt with nuts and berries, oatmeal with seeds and protein. The second mistake is drinking calories without realizing it. Many people focus on the food they chew but forget about what they drink. Sweetened tea, soft drinks, large amounts of juice, flavored coffee drinks. These can add significant amounts of sugar quickly. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention emphasizes that reducing sugary drinks is an important step in managing blood sugar and reducing diabetes risk. The third mistake is avoiding meals for too long. Some seniors believe skipping meals will automatically lower blood sugar. But for some people, especially those taking certain diabetes medications, irregular eating patterns can create problems. You may feel weak. You may overeat later. Your blood sugar may become harder to manage. This is why personalized advice from your healthcare professional matters. Your body, your medications, and your health history all play a role. Now let's return to Margaret. Remember Margaret? The 71-year-old woman who felt tired after meals, struggled with her weight, and feared she was losing control of her health. The surprising thing was that Margaret did not need to completely remove every food she enjoyed. She did not need a perfect diet. She needed a clearer understanding of how her meals affected her body. With guidance from her healthcare team, Margaret started paying attention to patterns. She noticed which breakfasts left her exhausted. She learned to combine carbohydrates with protein and fiber. She began adding more vegetables to her meals. She started taking short walks after eating when she was able. And slowly, she began feeling more confident, not because food had magically fixed everything, but because she finally understood what her body was responding to. That feeling of understanding gave her something she had been missing: control. And that is something many seniors are searching for. Not perfection, not unrealistic promises, just the confidence to make better decisions every day. Because ignoring blood sugar concerns is not only about numbers on a medical test. Over time, uncontrolled blood sugar can affect many areas of health. It may increase the risk of complications involving the eyes, kidneys, nerves, heart, and blood vessels. The National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases explains that managing blood glucose is important because prolonged high blood sugar can contribute to serious health complications. This is why paying attention early matters. It is not about becoming afraid of food. It is about protecting the life you still want to live, your ability to walk confidently, enjoy meals with family, travel, play with grandchildren, stay independent. Now, before I give you the practical steps you can start using, I need to say this clearly because your safety matters more than anything in this video. If you have diabetes or take blood sugar medication, do not suddenly change your eating pattern, stop medication, or make major dietary changes without speaking with your doctor or healthcare provider. Food choices can support your health, but they must work together with your medical care. You should contact a healthcare professional if you experience warning signs such as extremely high or unusually low blood sugar readings, confusion, unusual weakness, fainting, or difficulty staying awake, chest pain, severe shortness of breath, or sudden changes in your health, persistent vomiting, or inability to keep food and fluids down, new symptoms that feel serious or different from your usual experience. Your health history is unique. What works for one person may not be right for another. Now that we understand the foods that may support healthier blood sugar, let's talk about what you can actually do in your everyday life. Because information only becomes valuable when it turns into action. You do not need to completely change your entire diet overnight. Small, consistent improvements often matter more than extreme changes that are difficult to maintain. Here are 5 simple steps you can begin discussing with your healthcare provider and applying safely. First, build a balanced plate. One of the easiest ways to improve your meals is to stop thinking about individual foods and start thinking about your entire plate. A balanced plate often includes a large portion of non-starchy vegetables, a source of protein, a reasonable portion of carbohydrate-rich foods, a small amount of healthy fat. For example, instead of eating a large serving of pasta alone, consider adding vegetables, a protein source, and a smaller portion of pasta. Instead of eating toast by itself, consider adding eggs, nuts, or another protein source. Your goal is not to remove enjoyment from eating. Your goal is to help your body handle food more effectively. Second, pay attention to your body's patterns. Many people focus only on their blood sugar number, but your body gives you other clues too. Start noticing. Do you feel extremely tired after certain meals? Do you become hungry again very quickly? Do you feel thirsty often? Do certain foods seem to affect your energy? Keeping a simple food and symptom journal can help you notice patterns. You can write down what you ate, when you ate, how you felt afterward, any blood sugar readings you monitor. This information can also help your doctor understand what is happening. Third, protect your muscle. This is one of the most important messages for seniors. Blood sugar control is not only about food, it is also about keeping your body strong. Your muscles play a major role in how your body uses glucose. As we age, muscle loss can happen gradually. This is why strength exercises, when appropriate for your health condition, can be extremely valuable. Simple movements such as walking, resistance exercises, chair exercises, light strength training can help maintain mobility and independence. Always choose activities that are safe for your fitness level and speak with a healthcare professional if you have concerns. Fourth, be careful with healthy foods that may surprise you. Many seniors are shocked when they learn that some foods marketed as healthy can still affect blood sugar. Examples may include large portions of dried fruit, sweetened yogurt, flavored oatmeal packets, certain smoothies, granola with added sugars. The lesson is not that these foods are forbidden. The lesson is to become a smarter food detective. Read labels. Look for added sugars. Pay attention to portion sizes. Understand what you are putting into your body. The more you understand your food, the more confidence you gain. Fifth, work with your healthcare team. Managing blood sugar is a partnership. Your doctor, nurse, pharmacist, and dietitian can help you understand your personal situation. This is especially important if you take insulin, blood sugar medications, heart medications, or multiple prescriptions. Never stop or adjust medication because of something you hear online without speaking with your healthcare provider. The right plan depends on your age, medical history, medications, and overall health. Now, I want to talk about something that does not get discussed enough: the emotional side of blood sugar problems. Many seniors quietly struggle with feelings they do not always share. They feel embarrassed when their numbers are not where they want them to be. They feel frustrated because they are trying their best but still feel confused. They worry that needing medication means they have failed. They fear losing their independence. But I want you to remember this: your health condition does not define you. Needing support does not mean you have failed. Learning more about your body is a sign of strength. Many older adults grew up in a time when nobody explained nutrition clearly. Food advice changed many times. People were given confusing messages: eat this, avoid that, never eat carbohydrates, never eat fat. But health is rarely that simple. The goal is not perfection. The goal is making informed choices that support the life you want to continue living. Remember Margaret. For years, she believed her tiredness and blood sugar struggles were simply something she had to accept because she was getting older. But once she understood the connection between her meals, her muscles, her activity, and her blood sugar response, she stopped feeling helpless. She began making small changes. She became more aware. She asked better questions during medical appointments. She paid attention to what her body was telling her. And most importantly, she regained confidence. That is the message I want you to take from today's video. Your body is not your enemy. It is communicating with you. Sometimes those signals are easy to ignore. But when you learn how to listen, you give yourself the opportunity to respond earlier and make better choices. What I want you to remember is this: there is no single food that magically lowers blood sugar overnight, but there are daily choices that can support healthier blood sugar levels over time. More fiber, more vegetables, enough protein, better portions, less added sugar, regular movement, and working with the right healthcare professionals. Those small decisions can add up. Before we finish, remember, this video is for education and general health awareness. It does not replace personal medical advice. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, unexplained changes in your blood sugar, or symptoms that concern you, speak with your healthcare provider. Seek medical help urgently if you experience symptoms such as confusion, fainting, severe weakness, chest pain, severe breathing difficulty, or signs of dangerously low or high blood sugar. Your safety always comes first. If this video helped you understand blood sugar and food choices a little better today, please tap the like button. It helps this information reach more seniors and families who may be quietly trying to understand the same health challenges. And I would love to hear from you. What is the one food you find hardest to manage when trying to control your blood sugar? Is it bread, rice, desserts, snacks? Share your experience in the comments. Your story may help someone else who is facing the same struggle. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because every week we break down senior health concerns in a calm, practical, and easy to understand way. And if you want to learn another important warning sign your body may be giving you, watch the next video on your screen now. I'm Dr. Sophia Adams, and I'll see you in the next one.